Hi everyone, it's me to AG Play, but you can just call me Play. And today Baro Ki'Teer has shown up in Kronia Relay in Saturn.
The wait is over, Tenno. Baro Ki'Teer has arrived.
So Baro Ki'Teer has arrived and we will be take a look at what Baro have offered for us today, shall we?
I can tell you will appreciate what I have today.
So this is something new for me. Apparently, it knows how golden sunlight, the Liberian's history of the Warframe as built into the question, where the blood runs thicker than fine wine. So this is actually like one of the Liberian stuff, I guess. Maybe I get one from you.
If you like that, come back next time I'm in the relay. I'll have something extra
So we
special
do
for
also
you.
got Jolt, which is the 6060 mod for pistol, which is the electricity. But based on what I have, I got two, so maybe it can be farmable, but I do not know where should we get to. Maybe you should take a look by yourself then. Prime Expel Corpus, this is the Bane mod for pistol, because Bane mod actually quite useful, especially if let's say you're going like the status build, let's say about the slash or those hit inherit builds, this one will be so useful. So yeah, especially when right now when most people like using the Kuva new core, this will be heavily beneficial for those weapons as well. So I do recommend that this kind of mods you can really pick it up by yourself. We got the Prime Shotgun ammo mutation. This one you can just convert this secondary ammo picks up to 92% of ammo pickup. Because this is the shotgun mod, so I don't think that it's really useful, I guess, because so far right now, I do not know that whether do we really need to run this kind of stuff, really. But I think that you can grab it up, but not so mandatory. We got the Lysa Prisma skin, which is one skin for one of your orbiter. Machete Wraith. As a melee weapon itself, this weapon can actually be quite useful because you can see that the attack speed is actually not that bad. The crit chance, despite it is lower than 20, which actually more or less you can consider as 20, so this is not that bad actually. The critical multiplier is at 2.1, so it's not that bad, but the status chance can reach up to 33%. In other words, this weapon can be built as the status build, especially based on the IPS here. It is heavily on slash build, slash itself. In other words, this weapon, if you really need to, it can go into the slash weapon. So I do really think that based on the kit here, it's already quite useful. XCA2 Relic, this one we have the Atlas Prime. So if let's say you want to get Atlas Prime by yourself, you can just get bought these relics for yourself. But because I do not really go so heavy on these stuff, so yeah, I don't really bother buying it right now. Stalker Beacon, I I do I personally don't really use this a lot because I don't really have the needs to farm Stalker to be honest. So yeah, I don't really use this a lot. Baro Ki'Teer Glyph, and the Ki'Teer show the chest and leg plates. This one, it will be depend on how you think about it. I personally think that it's because it's too flat for me, I guess, so I don't think that the shoulder plates are actually quite good. This chest plate, I personally think it could be useful as long as it has the flat chest here. The leg plates also the same situation for the shoulder plates, so I personally don't really go for it. But if let's say you really like those cosmetic, you can go bought some for yourself. The Ki'Teer Kabbat armor. So we got these Kabbat. here. To be honest, I think it's quite weird. I can say. Here Razash Sayadana. I personally think that this is okay. Not the best, but not too bad either. Gakata's thousand skin. Here Kronia Relay. You just become a unicorn. I don't think that I can really use this quite well, to be honest. I personally can't take it quite well. Prime Pack Leader. This will allow your companion to gain lifesteal link, means that your companion can gain health. To be honest, I do not know whether this will be useful or not, because if let's say you're in the early game, these can be useful, but if let's say you really go into the endurance run, such as the survival, destruction, or even those skill pop, maybe these buff can quite minor to your companion. So yeah, I don't think that it can be useful. It is good enough, but not the best. I kind of like some ornament. I do have one of these. So this is something that Baro Ki'Teer do offer for us again. Horizon Poster. Prisma Dual Decurions. So this is one of the art guns you can achieve for yourself. Because it's an art gun, so usually you only be using it in the art missions, or you can just let your necromancer hold it. So you can see that it's actually got decent crit chance, a good amount of crit chance and status chance here, but the damage itself is a little bit low, especially the magazine here. I personally think that the 32 magazine for Prisma Dual Decurious is a little bit too low. So yes, you can get this one, especially just Mastery 1 weapons. Ooh, I didn't know about that. You can pick it up. I personally think that I would put it as a MR fodder, because I don't really use it a lot. Prime Rubedo-Lined Baro. Pick it up as soon as possible, because this actually can increase your arc gun damage, since your arc gun has not many mods like your primary, secondary, or even your melee weapons did. So this one can be helpful to your arc gun. So I do recommend pick it up. Alicara. Alicara is one of the thrown melee weapon which act like the glaives here. So it has the attack speed here, but usually these kind of weapons you will be just throw it out and just detonate it. The critical chance is just 19, and the critical multiplier just reached only 2.3. But because of the status chance reached 35%, so this one still also be a status build weapon. Unfortunately, based on here, you can see that it's heavily focused on puncture rather than the machete, which is slash itself. So this weapon can, I can say that this weapon can a little bit easily fall off, I guess, because if let's say you really want to bring into the further mission, this will be suffer a lot. If you want to use a strong melee, you may use Blades or Zoris. Alicara still not able to reach out that point. This is my personal preference. You may see how would you choose from. So yeah, I personally think that Alicara can just only be a MR fodder. Garb and Latrox Postler. Spear Skin. I do get that one, I don't remember. So yeah, this is one of the skins. So let's see. It just depends on whether you want it or not. The Fey Puff Emperor, and finally send off in Naros Blueprints. So yeah, this is basically all Baro Ki'Teer bring for us today. If I would personally prefer, I would prefer you to get the Prime Expel Corpus, this mod, Machete Wraith, and Prime Rubedo-Lined Baro. Those three are what I would prefer a lot more. So yeah. So this is it from Baro Ki'Teer in September 23rd in Kronia Relay at Saturn. So if you enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next video.